All right, folks, and welcome to Bulldog Field. I am Trellis Williams. This is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. Today, the Terry Bulldogs host the Murrah Mustangs for the season opener. I'm right here with Rod McGee. He's the head coach of the Byram Bulldogs, the middle school version of these Terry Bulldogs right here as we are here at Bulldog Field. So hello, everybody, and we are ready as football is back. Coach, listen, we're getting started. Terry starting off with a 7A opponent here at Bulldog Field. What you thinking?
I think that they got to win the turnover margin. Mura coming in off the road. They got to go ahead and put them away early.
And so right now, we're about to be getting started in just a little bit. We're hoping that the rain holds off. We had a little bit of rain today, but we're not feeling any right now. Just maybe a slight few sprinkles and a nice little breeze here. 70 degrees out here at Bulldog Field, and people are rolling in. It should be packed here this evening. Murrah coming off of a 9-2 season last year, and they're trying to roll into this year as well. They're losing some guys, but Murrah wanting to look good here in the first game against Terry. And so we are about to be getting started in just about 10 minutes. We'll step aside and be right back. This is Terry Bulldogs football right here on the TSJW Network. All right, folks, we are back, and welcome to Bulldog Field, where the Terry Bulldogs will host the Murrah Mustangs. Right now, you are here for our countdown to kickoff, brought to you by Buford Plumbing and Heating. I'm right here with Rod McGee. As the Bulldogs and the Mustangs, the captains are meeting at half field for the coin toss right here. The Bulldogs looking to have a good start to the season. They're going to play a challenging opponent in 7A Murrah Mustangs. Both teams in week 1 of this season. Bulldogs will take on Canton next week on the road. And we're going to see who will start off with the football first. We are glad to have you back, joining with us for another season of Terry Bulldogs football. Buford Plumbing and Heating, we are glad that they bring you the countdown to kickoff. When that Mississippi heat kicks in, don't sweat it. Call Buford Plumbing and Heating. They're your local experts, keeping homes cool with fast, reliable air conditioning service you can count on. Whether it's a quick fix or a full install, Buford's got you covered, because comfort starts with cool. Call Buford Plumbing and Heating today, Mississippi's trusted name in air plumbing and peace of mind. This is your countdown to kickoff. Now, Rod, look, we're about to be getting started. Murrah coming in with kind of a young team here. From Murrah's point of view, what are you thinking when you have a little bit of a younger team after such a good season last year?
You got to be disciplined. If you ain't disciplined while you're young, it's going to give trouble.
And so the Mustangs and the Bulldogs meeting at half field. We will see who will win the coin toss. We don't have anybody mic'd up, so we don't know what's going on necessarily down there. But there's a lot of fresh things going on here at Bulldog Field. Got a new PA announcer. We got a fresh band with a fresh band director. And so we're interested in seeing that. It should be a nice band battle here today. As on the other side, when Murrah's band shows up, that'll be something else as well. Mustangs known for having a good band as well. Bulldogs and Mustangs coming off the field. The Terry Bulldogs are wearing their maroon jerseys with maroon pants and the white helmets. The Murrah Mustangs with the blue pants, white jerseys with the blue numbers and letters, and the blue helmets. And we're about to be prepared to be introduced to the Murrah Mustangs, who are already out on the field. The 4 seniors for the Bulldogs are out as well. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. That's where all your coverage will be throughout this 2025 football season. We are live with you here on YouTube as well as Facebook Live. We are live on Facebook as well. So either way, we are glad that you're joining with us. We're seeing the Bulldogs head on the field now. Now we're excited about seeing these guys get introduced. Football is on the way, folks, right here from Bulldog Field. And we want to thank all our sponsors. We got Buford Plumbing and Heating. We got Barnett's Body Shop, Tire Depot, Wheeler's Janitorial, the Hydro Station, Raising Cane's, Richard's Tire and Auto, the South Point Center, Good Eatin', Withers Florist, Wholesale Payments, Magnolia Mobile Pressure Washing, Boone Behavioral Health and Wellness, and Vowels Marketplace. We thank all our sponsors for partnering with Terry Bulldogs football.
Bulldogs, I can't hear nobody. If you'd rather be a Bulldog, make some noise.
And there are your Bulldogs being introduced to the fans here at Bulldog Field. And they looked hyped and ready to go. Bulldog Field is packed on the home side, folks. These Bulldog fans are ready to see their Terry High School Bulldogs play some football here. Head coached by Coach Chris Thigpen in his 6th season at the helm. And now the Murrah Mustangs heading on the field as well. They got a few fans on their side. 5th season as head coach for Coach Marcus Gibson. And Murrah and Terry are about to clash right here at Bulldog Field. And it looks like we're about to have our national anthem in just a few moments as we see the color guard get to half field. And this Bulldog band is going to play the national anthem.
At this time, I would ask that we'd all stand as our colors are being presented by the color guard instructed by Colonel Young and Sergeant First Class Burnett. Tonight we have left arm bearer Cadet First Lieutenant Body, State Flag Cadet Command Sergeant Major Jack Dan Davidson, American Flag Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Wells, right arm bearer Cadet Captain Couture. May we all stand for the playing of our national anthem by the Terry High School Marching Band.
The Bulldog fan, they nail it right there on the national anthem. This game's about ready to get started here at Bulldog Field. And it appears that the Bulldogs will be kicking the ball off first to the Murrah Mustangs, who will be returning the kick. And Coach, now the Bulldogs are going to have to start off on the defensive side of the ball. And how big is this first possession to get a stop to set the tone in this ball game?
Set the tone early. Defense set the tone early. I think that Terry come on top with it.
Bulldogs will be kicking this football away. And kicker is Derek Howard Jr., the senior. Did some kicks last year for the Bulldogs, and he will be getting this one started, kicking this football off to the Murrah Mustangs. He'll boot it. It's a nice, decent kick there, will be received here by Murrah. And there's a return up the near sideline. He'll be pushed out of bounds past the 50-yard line, and a big return for the Murrah Mustangs. That's Houston Rogers, the junior for Murrah.
That's a good return by Murrah right there. Terry got to stay in that lane.
It's a big return for Houston Rogers, and now the Bulldogs going to have to make a stand as the Mustangs get into Bulldog territory on the return. And they say it's right there at the 50-yard line. So that's how we're going to get started, a first down and 10. Quarterback for Murrah is Sherrard Murray. He is a sophomore starting at quarterback number 3. With him in the backfield is Justin Atkins. He's got trips to the right and one to the left. The line is set. There's the snap back. There's the pass. It's bobbled and dropped right inside, and Duplessis nearly got his hands on it, and it's incomplete.
Pass incomplete. Second down for the Mustangs.
So incomplete pass there for Murray to begin. Second down and 10 now. As we get this ball game started here at Bulldog Field, got a little bit of a misty atmosphere here in the air, but not any big rain droplets. Trips to the right and a single receiver to the left. Murray on the handoff. Atkins going to be wrapped up there by the Bulldogs. That's going to be a loss of 1. We'll bring up third down and 11, and the Bulldogs line gets to him nicely there.
Yeah, that was good right there. They got to get out the field right here.
Ball at the 49-yard line. Trips to the right, one to the left. Murrah looking at a big third down and 11 here, and the Bulldogs going to jump off sides, and so not what you need to see if you're a Bulldog fan. And that was Micah White who jumped off sides. That's a big break there for Murrah, but it's still third down and 6.
Not this, but a lot of defense on Terry.
Ball at the 46-yard line in Bulldog territory. Murrah looking at a third down and 6 here on their first drive. Had a nice return there by Justin Rogers. There's the snap to Atkins. Atkins going to be taken down nicely. And who was that came in with the big tackle? That was Duplessis with the big tackle there for the Terry Bulldogs, which will bring up fourth down and 8. And the Mustangs are going to have to punt here off a 3 and out. And that was a big return, but didn't get much there on offense.
That was a good defensive stand right there by the defense, the linebacker. He waited to shoot the gap on the power.
Yeah, it was Brandon Duplessis that got that one down, number 0. So we're going to have Murrah's going to punt here. That's Vanquavius Lard back to punt. Back to return for the Bulldogs is Colby George, and there's going to be a fumble on the punt. He's trying to get away. He's being chased. He's going to nearly be sacked. He is going to be sacked. Huge play for the Bulldogs. Big mistake for Murrah. And the Terry Bulldogs will have the ball deep in Murrah territory.
That's good right there by the special team.
Just a mistake by the Mustangs, and Lard was unable to handle the long snap there. And that puts them in a bad scenario. Ball at the 34-yard line.
Terry got to execute right here. Got the momentum on their side.
Bulldogs out there for the first time in the ball game. It's Busby on the handoff to Baker to start this season off. Baker on the attack. He'll get down to the 31, a gain of 3. Second down and 7. That'll bring us to our keys to the game, brought to you by Tire Depot. Coach, what you thinking?
Coach, I think Terry defensively, they just got to be disciplined and shoot the gap. Offensively here, they got to execute, continue to be disciplined, and put points on the board.
Busby in the shotgun, twins to the right and to the left. Those keys to the game are brought to you by Tire Depot. Busby's being chased. He escapes. Busby's going to use his legs. He's going to run past the 20 out of bounds. He may have gotten a first down. He did. First down, Terry. And that was a mistake by the Bulldogs as the snap came early, but Busby was able to use his legs to get the first down.
That's a good way to use the free play.
So now first down right outside the 20-yard line for the Terry Bulldogs. Twins to the left and one to the right. He's got Baker right behind him. And the Mustangs getting a little antsy there. Now we have offsides against the defense there. That was number 11 on the defensive side of the ball for the Murrah Mustangs. That is Taylor Moffitt, the senior, as he ran offsides. Busby in the shotgun, twins to the left and one to the right. Handoff Baker. Baker along the left. He tries to find the gap. He does. He's going to push through and down inside the 5. Big play by Rondé Baker, and that's going to be a 1st and goal situation here for the Terry Bulldogs. Baker is the man for the Bulldogs that we expect to do a lot of good things. And that will put the Bulldogs in the Raising Cane's red zone.
I say hand it off again to him. See the old line putting up the train for him.
One receiver out left and one out right. There's the handoff to Baker. Baker's going to change course and march right into the end zone untouched. Touchdown, Terry. That's Rondé Baker checking into the house as the Bulldogs get started 6-0.
That's the way for Terry to keep the tempo going and get behind the O-line because they wanted to run the football.
And oh wow, looks like they're going to throw a trick here on the extra point. There's the snap directly into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. What a play! They executed the trick play to get the 2 in. Bulldogs starting off nice, 8-0 Terry. And Coach, what was that we just witnessed?
Coach, I ain't expect that one to come. That's a good execution right there. Take advantage of the numbers.
And the Bulldogs just had the Mustangs completely bamboozled. And they march in once again for 2. And that was C.J. Metters marching right into the end zone untouched. And so now we'll see if Murrah is able to answer here. But I'll tell you, so far, Terry looking pretty dominant.
Yeah, Coach, they are.
And failed to be able to talk about Tire Depot. Tire Depot brought you the keys to the game, where traction meets trust. From fresh tires to fast service, Tire Depot keeps you rolling strong all season long. Stop by Tire Depot, your hometown pit stop for performance. 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. 8-0 Terry so far. As the Bulldogs able to force a 3 and out against the Mustangs, they make a mistake by dropping the punt off the long snap, and the Bulldogs take advantage of it and get Baker in for the touchdown. Rondé Baker already starting off, pounding that ball into the end zone, and then the trick play for the 2-point conversion. Derek Howard on the short kick here, and the Mustangs are going to be able to receive it here short. And he's trying to make a move here. He's running backwards, which is ill-advised, and the Mustang coaches probably are not going to be happy as they end up at the 21-yard line when they had the ball at the 30.
That's some good special teams right there by Terry. Taking advantage of where they see the weakness.
And folks, the Mustangs will have the football at the 21-yard line. And the Bulldogs looking pretty good right now. That was Bryce Goodwin who received that kickoff for the Mustangs. They're going to have twins to the left and one to the right, receivers-wise, the Mustangs will. Ball at the 21-yard line in their own territory. Not quite as good a field position this time. Sherrard Murray on the handoff now. Oh, and the running back's going to be wrapped up. That was Aiden Ray, the senior running back, and he's dropped for a loss. And that's going to be a 2-yard loss, 2nd down and 12.
Hey, Coach, I like the way Terry defense is flying around to the ball and shooting the gap. It's going to be a long night for Mura.
And the band is playing furiously. The Mustang band has just shown up now. Murray, back to throw, short pass to the side, and he's going to be taken down from behind. The defense from the Bulldogs, Patrick Joyner with the tackle, as they got it outside to Houston Rogers. But they are able to get it to the 25-yard line there for a gain of 6, which will bring up a 3rd and 6. 8-0 Terry. Big 3rd down for the Mustangs. Bulldogs defense been looking good, headed up by Antonio Benson, the defensive coordinator. Murray back to throw. He will throw. That ball is nearly picked. It was just too high. Keeson Kendrick was on that one, but the pass was overthrown by Murray, and it will bring up 4th down.
Another good defensive stand by Terry.
And so ball's going to be at the 25-yard line, and Murrah's going to punt it again. Last time proved disastrous. But this time they're going to punt this football away. Oh, wow. Nearly had another disaster, the Mustangs, but they're going to call a timeout. We will take a minute break. We'll go away, and we'll be right back right here at Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. And we are back. Folks, please be sure to hit the subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. I'm Trellis Williams. Right with me is Rod McGee. As they're able to get that punt off, Lard is. And the ball's going to roll in a Murrah direction. And it will stop its progress right there at the 32-yard line. And that's where the Bulldogs will get their second possession. First possession for the Bulldogs was very good. They were able to get in on a 34-yard drive. In for the touchdown, heavily using Rondé Baker, the running back. Coach, what do you expect to see from the Bulldogs here on the second drive?
Keep pounding the ball until Murrah stops it.
And that sounds about what they're probably going to do here. Busby is out here with trips to the right. They're actually going to stack up 4 receivers to the right. All receivers are on the right side of the field. Busby in the shotgun here. 7:23 to go in the opening quarter. 8-0 Terry. Hand off to Baker. Baker's going to run through the middle. He's going to take some contact. He's going to push his way forward some more, and he will be down at the 37, a 5-yard gain for Baker to bring up 2nd and 5. Well, no, it appears they had it at the 33, so that'd be 2nd and 6. Busby, fake handoff, pass out. Oh, and he slips and falls as he was hitting Seth Moore, and Moore able to go nowhere there. As a matter of fact, he's going to lose a couple on the play.
If he would have caught his feet, he would have been gone.
He had some space there. 3rd down and 9 now for the Bulldogs. So they're experiencing their first 3rd down. Coach Thigpen calling plays this year as head coach for the Bulldogs. Twins to the left and twins to the right. Busby in the shotgun with Rondé Baker right beside him. Busby back to throw, short pass to Gibson. Gibson making a move. Gibson cutting, getting across the 40, down to the 41 is where he's going to get. He's going to be 2 yards short of a first down. They're actually going to place him nice spot there, 1 yard short of the first down. 4th and 1. What do you do here if you're Terry?
I'll go for it, Coach.
Listen, you got a good track record here. You got a very good running back and able to get 1 yard. It seems like you would be able to. It looks like the Bulldogs may call time here. No, they're going to call the water break as they do early in the football season's halfway through the quarter. 5:54 to play here in the first quarter. An 8-0 advantage for the Terry Bulldogs. They are facing a 4th and 1. We expect that they will go for it here. But, folks, please be sure to hit that subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. We have Terry Bulldogs football every Friday night, but also on Wednesday nights. We will be live from the Good Eatin' in Byron, Mississippi, where we bring you the South 78 football show. That's our coaches show here for Terry Bulldogs football right here on the TSJW Network. Ball's at the 41. That's where they spot it. They're going to say it's a 4th and 2. Trying to get to the 43-yard line, and it appears that the Bulldogs will punt this football away. It's not quite a 4th and 1. It will be a 4th and 2. They're not going to be that risky. They're going to send out Jaden Killingsworth out to punt the football.
That was a smart decision by Coach Deepan. You already up. You don't got nothing to prove.
Long snap, not very good, but the blocking was very good, and that punt is not going to roll in a Terry direction. It's going to die at the 34-yard line. Murrah picked it up. Oh, the Bulldogs came up with it. I don't know what happened here. I think they're going to say that the ball was stopped, and I think it's going to be Murrah's football, but we'll see what the call is. The Bulldogs ended up with it after a little bit of action in there. We're not having a clear call from the officials. They're discussing it among themselves. And it's going to be Terry Bulldogs football. Another Murrah Mustang mistake. They fumbled the punt return, and it's going to be Terry Bulldogs football at the 35-yard line. Wow! And the Mustangs continue to shoot themselves in the foot. And that's kind of what happens when you have a young team, and you just have to get experienced and work your way through it. But they're down 8-0, and yet again they give the Bulldogs a short field here.
Terry got to execute right here off this special team play right there.
The second disaster on special teams for Murrah. Busby in the shotgun. Hand off to Baker. Baker around the left edge. He's going to find some room. He's going to push his way nearly to the first down. I don't know if they're going to give it to him, but a nice run from Baker. Rondé Baker, 3-star running back heading to Georgia State. At least that's where he's committed at the moment. 2nd down and 1.
They got to keep the run game.
And with the Bulldogs, you got that dynamic of a running back, but you have a very good passing quarterback as well. They're going to hand it off to Baker. He's going to get the first down. So he'll be down there at the 22, right outside the red zone. And that's another Bulldog first down, brought to you by Barnett's Body Shop in Byram. Collision repair you can count on. When your car takes a hit, Barnett's gets you back in the game fast. Quality repairs, hometown service, that's Barnett's Body Shop. Proud supporter of Terry Bulldogs football. Busby in the shotgun now. Trips to the right and one to the left. Busby's got plenty of protection and time. He rolls to his left. He will use his legs to run. He's got open room. He's going to push his way to the 1-yard line for the Bulldogs. 1st and goal for Terry. And that's the 2nd time we've seen quarterback Brady Busby use his legs. And the Bulldogs back in the Raising Cane's red zone.
That's good by the quarterback. Way to see nothing downfield. Everybody drop back. Nobody contained for the quarterback.
Busby in the shotgun now. Twins to the right and one to the left. Hand off to Baker, and he will enter back into a place that he is familiar with. That's the end zone. Touchdown, Terry, once again. And, Coach, this is just pure dominance from the start. How does Murrah get back in this one?
They got to execute on offensively. They can't get behind the sticks, and they just got to execute offensively. They got to settle down because they on the road, and they just let Murrah take everything away from them.
2nd touchdown for Rondé Baker. And again, the Bulldogs going for the trickery, and they force an offsides on Murrah. And I'll tell you this, these Bulldogs, they're doing some complicated things here. I'm liking the discipline they're showing right now.
Yeah, me too, Coach. They got to continue to be disciplined.
Derek Howard Jr., the kicker for the Bulldogs, lined up with Keeson Kendrick as the holder. The hold is good. The kick is up. And it is good. And that'll make it a 15-0 ball game. The Bulldogs ruling and schooling here. 9 minutes into the ball game. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. 15-0. Terry.
Terry just wanted more right now. Terry wanted more in their execution. They execute offensively and defense. Murrah got to settle in and figure it out fast.
Mustangs have made multiple mistakes here, and they trail 15-0 as the Bulldogs have capitalized both times. 15-0 Terry here at Bulldog Field. Howard will kick another short kick here, and Murrah will field it. Now a run to the right. Oh, a nice move there by Lard, and he will return it to the 34-yard line. That's Vanquavius Lard with the return. He will take it to the 34-yard line. Some big games here tonight on opening week. As obviously Tupelo Brandon is big news around the state of Mississippi. Starkville and Oak Grove happening tonight as well. Right now Clinton, I'm seeing Clinton is up on Warren Central 7-0 in the first quarter. That's a score update right here on this ball game. But right now we got Murrah in the shotgun. Murray's going to run to the left on a nice pitch play to Atkins, who's taken down out of bounds. And that ball will be spotted at the 43. That will be 1 yard short of the first down, second down and 1.
That time the DN, for Terry, it wasn't this one. You got to keep contained. And the corner got to come and make the tackle.
Murray on the handoff again to Atkins. Atkins going to get wrapped up before he can get to the first down marker. And I think that will be for no gain. You're looking at a 3rd and 1.
Bulldogs is 3rd down.
Just over 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. 15-0 Terry. Big 3rd down here for the Mustangs. 3rd down and 1. They have yet to convert and get a first down yet in this ball game. The Mustangs have. Twins to the right and one to the left.
Terry got to be disciplined right here. They're going to try to hard count.
Yellow on the field here. And the Bulldogs line is very happy with that flag being thrown. False start against the Mustangs, and that is very costly. As you were looking at a 3rd and 1, now you're looking at a 3rd and 6.
Dog pound, make some noise. It's 3rd.
It's just on Mura. They're not settling in the game. They're not being disciplined.
Defense, Dogs, defense.
Sherrard Murray, the sophomore quarterback for Murrah, in the shotgun. Twins to the left and right. He's back to throw. He'll throw across the middle. That one is complete. Nice pass across the middle to Roman Kelly. Right there at the 49-yard line in Bulldog territory. The first down of the ball game for the Mustangs.
First down.
And so Murray dropped back and delivered a strike on that one. Minute and 20 to go here in the first quarter. First down. Twins to the left and right. Murray, handoff to Atkins. Atkins, nice cutback to the left side. Getting across to the 45. Down to the 44-yard line. Nice gain of 5 there for the Mustangs. Now they're starting to move the football a little bit. 2nd and 5.
Terry's linebackers got to come in and fit the gap.
In Bulldog territory is Murrah. 45 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Twins to the right and left. Murray in the shotgun. He's back to throw. He'll throw over to the far sideline. It's caught. It's complete. First down and more as he pushes through multiple tacklers and he's down. But we see yellow on the field, and we'll see if this is an offensive penalty. Ball's going to be spotted at the 32, but we'll see what the call is. And it appears that they're picking the flag up. They picked up the flag, but I think the officials are going to talk it over here.
Ball out of his hand. Terry got to be more disciplined.
And wow, so that was a roughing the passer situation, which adds more yards for Murrah. And now the Mustangs have a good opportunity to be able to get in this end zone here as they are in the red zone. And the ball's at the 17.
It hurted Terry right there. Gave him that extra 15 yards penalty. Hurted him right there.
Twins to the left and right. Murray in the shotgun. Mustangs having their best drive yet. Short pass over to the side. Oh, nice juke move, but the Bulldogs are all on it. A loss of a couple on that one. Ball will be at the 19.
This is where Terry defense right here got to stand strong for the penalty that they just had.
And the quarter comes to an end. The first quarter right here at Bulldog Field is Terry 15, Murrah nothing. But the Mustangs making a drive right now. They are in the red zone. Ball at the 19. When we come back, we'll take a break. This is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. Welcome back to Bulldog Field. The Terry Bulldogs lead the Murrah Mustangs 15-0 as we begin the second quarter. Here's the toss. Oh, it's a fumble. It's on the ground, and Murrah's able to pick it back up. That's Atkins. As the toss was over to Justin Atkins, but he's able to pick it up. That's a big loss there. So ball's now going to be at the 32-yard line as they are trying to get to the 6. Wow. That's third and, well, yeah. No, that is the 27. That is third and 21.
That was just a bad play call by Mura.
Back to throw across the middle, and it's incomplete. And that was Murray trying to hit Roman Kelly again across the middle, which brings up fourth down. And the Mustang band is going now pretty nicely. Just over 11 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll have a halftime report right here. Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. We got trips to the left and one to the right. Back is Murray trying to escape. Pass across. Oh, it was right in his hands and he dropped it. Oh, wow. He was trying to hit Houston Rogers, and he put it right in his hands, and it's incomplete. And that is a stand for the Bulldogs. That's a turnover on downs. Terry's football now. And, Coach, what about that? I mean, that ball was right in his hands. I don't think he would have gotten the first down. He still had some yards to go.
He would never got the first down, but he got to turn his hands over. That was a great play call by Murrah, but they was not going to get the first down.
So Terry Bulldogs offense is back on the field now. 11-10 to go in the first half. 15-0 ball game. The Mustangs finally had a promising possession, but the Bulldogs put it into that, and they've got the football once again. We got a timeout called by Murrah. That's their second charge timeout of the ball game. And folks, again, just want to remind you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button right now. I also want to let you know that I am in cahoots with Blake Levine as we do our podcast twice a week, the Magnolia Shine podcast, as we do that every Monday and Thursday. We will also be live tonight at 11 p.m. for a reaction to Week 1 football. We'll talk about plenty of games across the state. And so, folks, please be sure to tune into that as well. On Wednesdays, we got the South 78 football show right here on the TSJW Network. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. We appreciate you joining us. It's 15-0 Terry over Murrah as they will begin another drive. Bulldogs have had 3 drives. 2 of them have resulted in Rondé Baker touchdowns, and 1 of them resulted in a punt. But the punt was dropped by Murrah, which gave it to the Bulldogs once again. Bulldogs are stacking trips to the left and one to the right with Busby in the shotgun, Baker to his immediate left. It's over 11 minutes to go here in this first half. Busby handoff to Baker. Baker cuts to the left. Baker around the edge. Baker another move. Baker across the 40, down to the 42-yard line. And Murrah has no answers for Rondé Baker.
They got to keep giving it to him, Coach.
Rondé Baker. It's a Bulldog first.
And that's another first down brought to you by Barnett's Body Shop. Bulldogs at the 42. First down. Trips to the right and one to the left. The lone receiver to the left is none other than Braden Gibson. Very good wide out for the Bulldogs. Busby in the shotgun. Handoff Baker. Baker right through the middle. He's going to cut to the right. He's going to break another tackle out to the right side. Another cut. He'll finally be pulled down past the 35, down to the 33-yard line, and another Terry Bulldog first down, and another big run by Baker.
I told you got to keep feeding him. He wanted it, Coach. He came to play some football today.
And Rondé Baker, the Baker man, adding to his legend here in his senior season. And the first game of the season, we got yellow on the field. And it is a face mask at the end of the run, which only adds more yards for the Bulldogs. And the ball will be at the 15. So the Bulldogs now in the Raising Cane's red zone. Busby in the shotgun. Back to throw. Go to Gibson, and it's broken up in the end zone there by number 24 for Murrah, Tyler Cannon, the senior, able to break up that pass.
I like the play calling right there. Take a shot on first and 10. I like that play call. The receiver just got to be more aggressive.
He tried to go for that same pass that they did against Brookhaven there. That over-the-top pass to Gibson. Trusting his receiver to get up there and pull it in. Busby in the shotgun. Second down and 10. Busby, handoff, Baker. Baker right through the middle, cut to the right. He's going to come around and march right back in for touchdown number 3 for the Baker man. Touchdown, Terry.
They gotta keep feeding him, Coach. They don't want to put it. Murrah don't want to tackle him. I'll keep giving him the ball. He gonna have a debut today.
And the Bulldogs with Rondé Baker are absolutely dominating the Murrah Mustangs. Derek Howard Jr. set up for the extra point. Terry leads 21-0. And again, they're going to do some interesting things, and another offsides penalty against the Mustangs. It's the third time the Bulldogs have pulled this. The Mustangs still trying to figure it out here. And this place is packed here at Bulldog Field. A nice crowd. And I'll tell you this, not everybody picked Terry to win this ball game. But right now they lead 21-0 with 9:34 to go in the first half. There's the setup, there's the kick, and it is good for Howard Jr. And the Bulldogs lead 22-0. And Coach, how important is it to make a statement in this ball game and just completely continue to dominate Murrah?
The first one of the season, you got to make a statement early to show a team that you're not here to play with. You're here to dominate it. And I like the play calling by Coach Stickpan and his style, offensive style.
22-0, the Bulldogs in control of this game firmly. But you have to continue in the same spirit you're playing with now. And we're going to see the Bulldogs kick this football off to the Murrah Mustangs here at Bulldog Field. What a nice night for football we have here, right around 70, 75 degrees here. in Terry, Mississippi, right down I-55 South. Exit 78. There's the kick. Not a very good kick. It goes straight out of bounds, so it will be at the 35-yard line now for the Mustangs. So the Mustangs will start another drive for them. Their last drive, they had some good things going on, but just not able to fully convert, and the Bulldogs were able to take it a full drive in for a touchdown. And 22-0 is the lead for Terry. And this defense has looked very good for the Bulldogs, which has been a concern over the course of the offseason with losing 9 starters from last year.
This summer, I seen when they came in working hard, staying committed, and trusting the coaches.
Twins to the left, none to the right for Murrah. 9:34 to play here in the first half. And we got to delay a game against Murrah now. Bring up a first down of 15. And we are continuing to see people roll in here as the Bulldogs are dominating. But we'll see what the Mustangs have up their sleeve. Twins to the left. There's the handoff. And the Bulldogs just take them down behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a good defensive stand right there by the ends. Way to crash, you see run, way to contain.
2nd and 19. Mustangs looking at a long way to the first down. The energy here at Bulldog Field, they're excited about this 2025 edition of the Terry Bulldogs. Here's the run from Murray, the quarterback. Oh, nice quick move. He's going to be taken down at the 30. Not a bad run, though. That'll bring up a 3rd and 15.
Everybody clap your hands. Everybody stomp your feet. Everybody make some
So the ball's going to be at the 30-yard line here. 3rd and 15 for Murrah. 22-0 lead for Terry. Just under 8.5 minutes to go in the first half. A nice reverse, a toss. Oh, trying to juke him is Rogers. Rogers around the edge. Oh, he's taken down. Big tackle there by Colby George. And the Bulldogs
Way to be
tackle him
disciplined.
for a huge loss.
Way to be disciplined.
And he saw 3, 4, and 5 Bulldogs and another tackle for loss. Brought to you by Wheeler's Janitorial. Keeping things spotless on and off the field. From offices to schools and everything in between. Wheeler's Janitorial gets the job done right every time. 7:51 to go in the first half, and the Bulldogs 22-0.
Right then, that was a good call by Coach Benson.
4th and long, and they're going to punt this football away. It will be Vanquavius Lard. Nearly blocked. He's able to get it off. It's going to be a short punt. It will roll in a Murrah direction, and it will go out of bounds right there at the 48-yard line in Murrah territory. And that's where the Bulldogs will start yet another drive. They lead 22-0. And, Coach, if you're over there and you're the head coach of the Terry Bulldogs, how long do you go to Baker?
I'll keep giving to him. Let him score about 2 more times to pull him out before they get ready for next week.
Ball at the 48-yard line. The Bulldogs are going to come out with their offense here in just a moment. 7:24 remaining in the first half. And the thing is, we didn't know what to expect from this first week's ball game, but I know that a lot of people expected a competitive ball game. Some expected Murrah to win. The Bulldogs up 22-0 this early is a good sign for Bulldogs fans. It's important that you stay healthy then. Got C.J. Metters and Rondé Baker in the backfield. I think I see yellow out on the field. I don't know if they're going to call something here. I think so. There is yellow on the field.
Flat line warning.
Sideline warning against the Mustangs there, so this is nothing. Ball's at the 48-yard line. Snap back, Busby, handoff, Baker. Baker's got block, and he's up the left sideline, and he will get tripped up out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Nice 13-yard run. And another first down brought to you by Barnett's Body Shop.
I say stay with the run game and keep giving it to Baker. He's showing Coach Stephen that he really want to have a debut today.
Colby George going to get out there as a receiver here for the Bulldogs. You got C.J. Metters and Rondé Baker in the backfield with Brady Busby. Twins to the right and one to the left. Busby back to throw. He's going to gun it downfield. He overthrew him. George did outrun the coverage, but Busby just outthrew him.
If he take a little bit of it off, it would have been a touchdown.
Busby dropped his head on that one, just a little bit overthrown. 2nd down and 10 now from the 35. Twins to the right and one to the left. C.J. Metters acting as the halfback and as the tailback, Rondé Baker. Busby will hand it off to Baker. Baker around the right. He just pushed a lineman off of him. And now he's going to change course to his left. Baker's just playing with these folks. He dives across the 20 and down inside to the 16-yard line. And Baker just grabbed the defensive lineman, pushed him over to the side, and decided to go another route. I mean, when you're that talented, that strong, that fast, I mean, man, it's hard to defend.
He really trying to have a debut today. I think he's going to go for about 400 today. They keep playing him. Murrah needs some ounces fast.
Bulldogs now in the Raising Cane's red zone. 22-0 ball game, as I think this might be the water break here halfway through the second quarter. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button right now. And Clinton, it looks like Clinton is up 21-0 on Warren Central, which is a shocker. Not many people expected a lot from Clinton this year, and they're expecting a lot from Warren Central. And it appears that they are up 21-0. Oak Grove up on Starkville in the second quarter, 13-3. Gaucher up on George County 14-0. George County now in the same region as Terry this year. Holmes County Central down to Biloxi 14-6 in the second quarter. Some updates, some score updates here. Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. 22-0 lead for the Bulldogs. Trips to the left, one to the right. Fake the handoff, short pass to Harris. Harris on the move and trying to get down to the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. But that will be, I do believe, no, they're going to call that 2nd down and 1. It looks like 2nd and inches here. So 2nd and 1 now for the Bulldogs. And nice to see that much talent on offense. Emmanuel Harris, a transfer in for the Bulldogs. He is a junior. And nice quick move to the outside there.
That's a great play calling by Coach Stephen. He's seen the numbers out there, and he just went on and told the quarterback to throw the ball out there.
5:38 to go in the first half. Twins to the left, one to the right. Busby handoff Baker. Baker looks like he's going to get in. He just pushes his way through, and he's still standing up straight for touchdown number 4. Folks, he is cooking the Baker man for touchdown number 4.
Told you trying to have him a debut. Keep giving it to him, Coach Stephen.
And the Bulldogs are absolutely dominating. 28-0. 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. And once you get up to 35, if you're up 35 at the half, there's going to be another offsides against Murrah. If you're up 35 at the half, it's running clock for the whole second half. And the Bulldogs look like they are heading in that direction here.
Yeah, Bulldogs came to play some football today.
They did, and the thing is, Coach, is that, obviously they're just, they're more talented than Murrah this year, as you can see, as Howard puts it right through the uprights for a 29-0 advantage. You can see that Terry has the edge on talent, but you can also see that the Bulldogs are tight right now. They're looking very disciplined. You hope that continues for the rest of the season.
They still like this the rest of the season. They may upset a lot of people this year. A lot of people.
And you hope that you can bring this throughout the season. The Bulldogs in a tough region with the likes of Hattiesburg and West Jones, as well as George County, who's now involved. The Bulldogs lead 29-0 over the Murrah Mustangs here at home. It's pure domination here at Bulldog Field. Bulldogs will kick this football away. 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. 29-0 advantage for the Bulldogs. Appreciate you joining us right here on the TSJW Network. Definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button. And there's the kick. It's going to be out of bounds again. And you can tell from Howard's expression that he is not happy with that. However, when the ball's at the 35-yard line, I've seen teams in high school strategize that way, especially if you have a very good returner on the other side.
Murrah got to settle in right here. They got to get some points on the board before we go into the half, or it's going to get ugly.
Ball's at the 35-yard line for the Mustangs. Quarterback Sherrard Murray here for the Murrah Mustangs. He's back as the quarterback yet again. He's a sophomore. He's learning on the job. Short pass to the side. Oh, and Rogers was absolutely racked right after he dropped the pass. Houston Rogers unable to pull it in. And that was Patrick Joyner who was able to rock him there. So incomplete, 2nd and 10. Terry, we will be live from Canton next week. That will be September the 5th as the Terry Bulldogs take on the Tigers of Canton. As that'll be an interesting game to watch. Two 6A opponents go at each other. Pass across the middle, it's incomplete. As good coverage there from Micah Shepard, who was all on that. The receiver, Cortavius Russell, was trying to receive it. Ball was right at his fingertips. He dropped it.
Yeah, because Murrah don't have no answers.
Third down and 10. 5:15 to go here in the first half. There's the toss. And he's going to be wrapped up, taken down.
Tackle made by the Bulldogs.
And tackle is made there by number 23, Darion Jenkins, who's able to take him down for a loss. A loss of 3 there. So that'd be 4th and 13 now for Murrah. They're going to punt this football away again. So this will be the 4th punting situation for Murrah. Vanquavius Lard, the junior, back to punt once again. 4:42 to play in the first half. The Bulldogs will have an opportunity to extend this lead. He's able to get it off. Lard was able to. It rolls, and it was touched by Murrah. It appeared, looked like it touched his knee. And yes, the officials saw that, and they're going to spot it right there at the 38. Terry Bulldogs will have the ball at the 38-yard line in their own territory. They'll get another opportunity to score the football here as they lead 29-0 over Murrah. Be interested to see what Coach Thigpen has to say after this ball game. He's got to be happy with his team. There's really nothing we've seen so far that is cause for concern, but obviously you want to continue to be tight here. So far from Brandon, it appears that Brandon leads Tupelo 7-2. It's the number 1, number 2 teams in the state taking each other on. And Brandon with the lead as they are at home against Tupelo, 7-2. Hattiesburg and Petal, 12-7 lead for Petal right now. That game is in Petal. And so the ball is at the 47-yard line. There's the handoff, and Atkins going to be taken down by Amari Whalen.
Bulldogs just playing Bulldog football.
Talking about the Bulldogs. Number 99.
That'll be a gain of 1. 2nd and 9.
Amari Whalen.
Okay, all right, well, hold on a second. So how did the Mustangs get the football back?
He roughed the roughed the kicker.
Okay, so yes, I missed that. There was a roughing the kicker penalty against the Bulldogs. I'm sorry, you guys. Roughing the kicker penalty, that's how Murrah got the football again, but the Bulldogs are absolutely dominating right now.
Yeah, I agree. They are dominating. The defense line to the ball, pursuing, and they in gaps.
That tackle for loss brought to you by the Hydro Station in Byron, Mississippi. With all these hits they're taking, might need them a Hydro Station massage. That'll bring us to a timeout. 3:09 to play. It's going to be 3rd and long for the Murrah Mustangs. It appears that it will be a 3rd and 11. No. No way. No way it's a 3rd and 11. It's not a 3rd and 11. It is a 3rd and 15.
Will be on the 26th
Thank you.
of September, where we face
29-0 is the score. 3:09 to go in the second quarter. I'm Trellis Williams. With me is Rod McGee as our color analyst. We got King Williams on the camera. We got Nettie Williams on the production. And we got us a good crew here. Trips to the right and 1 to the left. 29-0's the score. 3rd and long here for Murrah. Back to throw is Murray. He fakes the throw. He's got guys chasing him. And he's taken down. Michael White. He's able to gain a few yards there, but not enough to make a big difference. That is 4th down and 13. And now again, the punt unit out for Murrah. They got Vanquavius Lard. They're punting.
Terry defense is flying around to the ball.
Lard back to punt this football away. Snap a little high. Lard able to get it away. It's on the ground. Oh, wow, it hit a Terry Bulldog, and I think the Mustangs are going to pick it up. I think the Mustangs will be able to advance this football into Bulldog territory, but we have not gotten a clear signal yet. But it looked like it was a line drive punt. It hit a Terry Bulldog, and it looked like it was recovered by the Mustangs, and yes, it is. It will be Murrah football right there at the 40-yard line, 41-yard line. Coach, do you think that this may have an effect on anything here?
Hey, no. Terry defense is everywhere. I wish I could say yes, though.
And here we go. It's going to be Murrah's. It's going to be Murrah's football pass over to the left side. It's complete, and he's able to spin out of there. Ball's loose. Ball is loose on the ground. Who's going to have it? Where's the call? It's Terry Bulldogs football. And the Bulldogs get the football right again. That was Keeson Kendrick that recovered that fumble. And that is a clean takeaway brought to you by Wheeler's Janitorial. Keeping things spotless on and off the field. The Bulldogs get the ball once again.
I'll take a shot right here.
1:39 remaining in the first half. Busby in the shotgun. He's got Baker to his left and Metters to his right. And now it's going to be, it appeared that Kylan Gowdy jumped off, and so that's a false start.
He wasn't this one right there. Coach Dick Pan, if you're watching, he got to down up for that one, Coach.
Busby in the shotgun. He's back to throw. He'll throw it across to Gibson. Gibson on the stiff arm, on the move. He's pushed out of bounds at the 41. And that will make it a 2nd and 4. Bulldogs want to get in the end zone again before the halftime. Clock continues to run. Oh, no, it stopped at no, it is running. Just over a minute. Busby back to throw.
You got a lot of time.
Busby has good protection. He's escaping to his right. He'll pass downfield. That's caught by Moore. Moore makes a move after the catch. A nice move cut to the right. And a big pass play from Busby to Seth Moore. And he's able to get it there at the 32-yard line. Big play for the Bulldogs. And we got a Murrah Mustang down is what it appears. And we have whistles on the field. He's down.
He had a lot of time in the air. That's a good job by the O-line. Way to block and let your quarterback.
And listen, we've seen a lot of good things here from the Bulldogs. The defense is doing very well. And then if we look on the offensive line's holding up very well as well.
And they just execute. They wanted more than Murrah did.
46 seconds to go in the first half. 29-0 is the score. Ball's at the 22-yard line here for the Terry Bulldogs. 29-0 advantage for them. Trying to finish off the first half with over a 35-point lead, which will cause a running clock for the second half.
Get fire the ball right now.
Busby, a nice reverse from Baker to Gibson through the middle. That's not Gibson. Excuse me, that's Keeson Kendrick, who will be down right there at the 16-yard line. Be a 6-yard gain, 2nd down and 4. That's another timeout by the Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs have 1 timeout remaining here in the first half with 31 seconds left. They're trying to get in this end zone. Busby in the shotgun. He's got twins to the right and Gibson to the left. He's got Baker to his immediate left and Metters to his immediate right. He's being pressured. He's going to run right through the middle, and that's a little bit too much contact than what you want for your quarterback there. It's a gain of 1. Going to be 3rd and 3. And they're trying to hustle it up here with 12 seconds. And he's going to spike the football, which will bring up a 4th down. So 4th down, they only have 1 down now left. 9 seconds remaining here in the first half, 4th and 3.
I say be smart here. You already up going into the half.
They're going to get Seth Moore out there in for CJ Metters. Going to put out receivers. I think they're going to try to run a pass play here.
Fourth down for the
29-0
Bulldogs.
the score. Bulldogs, 4 touchdowns, all from Rondé Baker. Rushing. Busby back to throw. He's got the protection. Pass over the top. Wide open to
Oh, my God.
but he dropped it through his hands.
That was a great ball by the quarterback.
That was a real good pass, and it went right through the hands of the receiver and Keeson Kendrick. And so that will end out the first half. So the Terry Bulldogs at the half up 29-0. As we'll be back for second half action, Bulldogs in dominant fashion. It finishes off on that note, the first half does, but the Bulldogs have completely dominated this first half. As we'll have the halftime report for you in just a little bit, but we will step aside right now. This is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network.
said a charger? Yeah. I don't have like a block that I had before. Yep. Oh my God.
appreciate the Mustangs for coming tonight. But this here is the dog. This is Exit 78. This is Terry, Mississippi. I need every bulldog. I need every bulldog on your feet with some noise for your marching. Let me the dogs call. The Terry High School Marching Band is under the direction of Mr. DeAndre Weeks, Cameron Buckhalter, and Markel Carew. Mr. Arthur Sanders, you are missing something very, very important. Mr. Arthur Sanders, please meet our assistant principal, Miss B, on the end of the helm side. You've lost your card. You need to pick your card up. Arthur Sanders. You can see Miss Belcher down by the home entrance.
do have a reset. We could have a reset.
One more time, Terry, Mississippi, make some noise for your Rocky Bulldogs. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is our emergency responders and military appreciation night. At this time, Terry High School would like to recognize and honor the heroes who keep our community safe every
All right,
single
folks,
day.
we are back here at Bulldog Field. This is the halftime report. Right here, this is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. I'm Trellis Williams. Right here with me, Rod McGee. And the Terry Bulldogs right now up 29-0 over the Murrah Mustangs. Just in dominant fashion, completely running all over them. Rondé Baker with 4 touchdowns of his own, all on the ground. And so he's just been dominant so far today. Looking at some scores around the state, we got MRA and Jefferson Davis County. MRA up 33-0 over Jefferson Davis County. Wow. You see Warren Central down to Clinton 28-6. The Arrows controlling that ball game, which is pretty surprising there. And then we also were seeing Winona up on South Haven 15-7. Starkville and Oak Grove having a shootout, 26-23 in the second quarter there. Gulfport up on Picayune at halftime, surprising one, 21-13. Gaucher still up on George County, 21-0. And Florence up on Richland, 23-6. Callaway up on Forest Hill, 22-6. Brookhaven up on Lawrence County, 22-0. Third quarter in Brandon is 7-2. Brandon still up on Tupelo, 7-2. Petal up on Hattiesburg, 22-14. And so those are some scores around the state. Hartfield Academy taking on Columbia. It's halftime. Columbia up on Hartfield, 14-7. And so Park Lane Academy up on Jackson Prep at halftime, 12-0 there. And so those are some scores around the state of Mississippi. This is halftime, 29-0 Terry. Coach, listen, right now, Bulldogs in control firmly. They're trying to get it to running clock now. What has been the thing that's made Terry just completely dominate this Murrah team?
They controlled the line of scrimmage early. They controlled the line of scrimmage of the ball early. They kept the ball on the ground. And then they defensively just pursuing to the ball and shooting the gaps and coming up, making the tackles. They're making tackles in space. That's what's surprising to me nowadays, that most teams don't like to tackle in space. And Terry, DBs and corners are making tackles in the field and being physical point of contact.
They've been definitely doing a good job tackling there. Bulldogs will receive to begin the second half. Nothing lead for the Bulldogs, and we're about to kick off this second half here, and Bulldog Field is buzzing, as these Terry Bulldogs have looked very good in this ball game. Back to receive is Colby George and Keeson Kendrick. Back to receive as Murrah will kick this football off. Cameron Moses, the sophomore, is the kicker for the Mustangs. First time we've seen him kick a kickoff here. And Moses will, oh, that ball, I don't even think it's going to make it 10 yards. And that's going to be a flag on the play, yellow on the field here. as they didn't even make it 10 yards. So just not a good kickoff. I guess the Bulldogs picked it up, so they're not going to put yellow on the field. I think they're going to have the ball here at the 46-yard line, and the Bulldogs will have great field position for their first drive of the second half.
I should think Coach Dick paying us to keep their same momentum going, keep the ball on the ground, and let the O-line do what they do, control the line of scrimmage.
So ball with the Bulldogs. They got 4 receivers out right, none out left. Rondé Baker right beside Busby in the backfield. Gowdy now heading back over to the other side as the lone receiver on the left, and now we're going to see yellow on the field as we got to delay a game against the Bulldogs. 1st and 15. Trying to communicate there with Gowdy as that causes a penalty. They're going to bring Gowdy out. Four receivers out right, none out left. Busby back to throw. He's got plenty of protection. He's going to air it out deep. He's got a wide open break.
Oh, my God.
And it went right through his hands. He dropped it. And that's a rare mistake by Braden Gibson, as he rarely drops passes. That one was right in the breadbasket.
If he would have caught it, it would have been tough.
And that would have gone
Receivers.
ahead and sent this game to running clock if he would have pulled that one in. 3rd down and 15 now. Or
Receiver.
2nd down and 15, rather.
You got to catch the ball with your eyes, not your body, your eyes.
They're going to send 2 receivers out left and Gibson, the lone receiver, out right. Busby in the shotgun. And we're going to see a hitch in the snap, and we're going to see another delay of game penalty against the Bulldogs, which will make it 2nd and 20. The Bulldogs starting off sloppy here in the second half. And, Coach, this is what you can't do just because you're winning right now. You can't be getting sloppy here.
Nope.
Busby in the shotgun. There's the snap, handoff, Baker. Baker will go to the left. He's got blocking. He's up the left side. He bowls over 1. He moves through 2. He moves through 3, and he gets a first down all by himself. Rondé Baker with a huge run. A 22-yard run for a first down. Brought to you by Barnett's Body Shop.
I told you. Keep the ball on the ground. Let the O-line control the point of contact.
That's great blocking, but also, I mean, that's just great running as well. First down here for the Bulldogs. Ball's at the 34-yard line. 11 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. 2 receivers out right, 1 out left. Short pass from Busby to Gibson. Nice move. He's got blocking. Gibson finds an opening. He's going to accelerate all the way. He's got green, baby. Touchdown, Terry. And Braden Gibson redeems himself with 6.
Good call, Coach Dick. Great call.
And it is 35-0, folks, and I think we're going to be looking at running clock for the remainder of this ball game. Bulldogs will kick the extra point here with Derek Howard Jr. And again, the Bulldogs take another trip to the end zone. Bulldogs again will change formations. They'll snap it directly to Keeson Kendrick in for 2 as the Mustangs again do not react in the way that they stop that, as they will be in for 2. 37-0, the Bulldogs firmly in control. And Bulldogs completely dominating the Mustangs here tonight, as we're going to have running clock for the remainder of this ball game. 10.5 minutes remaining here. Little update, I'm looking at this other stream from Tupelo Brandon. The Golden Wave, they're getting closer to the end zone as they're down 7-2 to the Brandon Bulldogs right now. And that's what we're seeing there. Right here at Bulldog Field, we're seeing pure domination, a 37-0 beatdown. Here is the kickoff, and it will be caught here by the Mustangs, and it will be in the hands of Rogers. He's trying to make his move. He's taken down by multiple Bulldogs at the 32-yard line. That's where the Mustangs will start this one. Oh, wow, I just saw something there, and I am assuming we're seeing open hand slaps, because if it was a punch, we would have seen some flags. We see no flags, as the ball will be at the 31-yard line. 9.5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Mustangs would love to see some points on the board. The Bulldogs would hate to see that. Bulldogs would love to get out of here with a shutout heading into week 2 against Canton next week on the road. Twins to the left and right. Back to throws Murray. Murray across the middle, and it is caught as pulled in there by Roman Kelly across the middle. Nice pass and nice catch. They're going to get the first down there. They're trying to get things moving quickly. Patrick Joyner is down. You hope he's all right. Hopefully he just got the air knocked out of him. It's kind of what it looks like. He's going to be helped off. He's going to be helped up by a coach here, and he is walking on his own power. Mustangs with the football now right outside the 45-yard line. First down in Bulldog territory. Clock's running, 8:50 to go here in the third. 37-0 Terry. Oh, there's a fumbled snap, and Murray goes back and dives on it, losing yards on that play. And the ball's going to be now at the 38-yard line in their own territory. And so that's going to be a 16-yard loss for a second down and 26. And just, I mean, these are the kind of mistakes that have plagued Murrah all game.
Yeah, Murrah don't got no ounces. I thought they had a little ounce when they just completed their first pass. But Terry, D-line, just control the point of contact.
Back to throws Murray. Across the middle, that pass is pulled in. They're going to say that it's incomplete there as he targeted the receiver, Justin Rogers, and he just wasn't able to pull it in. So that's going to bring up third down now. Clock continues to run with 7:50 remaining in the third. Folks, please be sure to hit that subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button right now. We'll be live on Wednesday night from the Good Eatin' in Byram with the South 78 football show as Murray escapes the pressure here. He's over to his left. He slips and falls at the 34-yard line. And we're going to see yellow on the field here. And so that's going to move the chain. Well, it's not going to move the chains, but they had lost a lot of yards. But the ball's going to be at the 50 now. And so that'll be a 4th and 14. You have to stay disciplined there. You can't start taunting people.
Got to stay disciplined. There wasn't even no point of you doing it. He already failed.
Fourth down here. Looks like they're going to bring out the punt unit. We see yellow on the field again. Don't know what this call is going to be. I think he picked it up.
Delay a game.
Oh, delay a game against Murrah. Going to make it 4th and 19. Clock continues to run, just over 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. We got a little breeze here, a little chilly now. Tough snap. He's able to get it off, but it's going to be a very, very short punt. And it's going to die right there at the 42. So the Bulldogs will get the ball. They're on the 42-yard line on it with another possession. They lead 37-0 here at home. The Bulldogs in firm control of this ball game. And that brings us to our keys to victory. Keys to victory brought to you by Richards Tire and Auto in Byram, where the key to a smooth ride starts with trusted service and unbeatable tires. From tune-ups to tire changes, Richards Tire and Auto keeps you rolling to the win. And folks, the Bulldogs at this point, it is just to avoid injury. And you want to be able to make it to the finish line in this ball game all in one piece and ready to go for week 2. But a great performance here by the Bulldogs. A good thing for the fans to see. Listen, it's a good thing for me to see. I was excited about this season. I'm even more excited after this performance here tonight against the Murrah Mustangs. 37-0's the score. Trips to the right and one to the left. Bulldogs continuing to pour it on here as they've got the starting group out. Busby in the shotgun with Baker to his immediate right. Back to throw, Busby's got time. He's going to pass it over to the near side. It's caught by Gibson. Gibson has time to make a move. He does. He breaks a tackler. He gets across the 35 down to the 34. Gibson got one receiving touchdown on the last drive and a nice first down there on the reception, which was a nice 23-yard gain there for the Bulldogs. Update from Tupelo, Brandon. The Golden Wave got in the end zone. Looks like they weren't able to convert, so they lead 8-7 over the Brandon Bulldogs. Good game there in Brandon. Here's a handoff to Baker. Baker breaking a tackle, and he's going to be taken down right there at the 35. So he gained one there. I think that's the shortest gain Baker's gotten on a carry here tonight. 2nd down and 9. Going to put C.J. Metters back on the field here for the Bulldogs. 3:40 remaining here in the third. Busby, handoff Baker. Baker running to the left. Oh, he rips right through. He breaks a tackler. He's got green, baby. The Baker man cooking the Murrah Mustangs for 5 TDs. Touchdown, Terry.
Great play call, Coach Dickpan. That boy having him a debut.
43-0. The Bulldogs in firm control. And again, the same thing. Will Murrah be able to do anything about this? It's another snap to Metters. Metters will get in once again for a touchdown. Murrah knew what to do with it. They just couldn't do anything about it because the blocking was good, and that is 2 more points. And we got a 45-0 ball game with the Bulldogs in the lead. Folks, we're glad you're with us, and we're glad these Terry Bulldogs are absolutely killing it here tonight. Next week, the Bulldogs will take the field again as they take on the Canton Tigers. And that should be a good one. Right here on the TSJW Network, we'll bring it to you live, 7 p.m. once again. Bulldogs will kick this football off once again. Minute 48 to play. We're on running clock. The Bulldogs lead 45-0 over the Murrah Mustangs here. The next time the Bulldogs take the field will be against the Raymond Rangers. That's what I was thinking of them. And that will be their next home game in 4 weeks. Rogers with it on the return, and he's hit pretty hard. They're at the 26, and that's where Murrah will start this drive. Clock continues to run, over a minute remaining in the third. Mustangs would love to get on the board, but at some point in time, you might not want the other side of the scoreboard to keep going up like that. The Bulldogs are threatening to hang about 60 on them.
Yeah, man, they keep playing the way they are. Murrah just don't have no answers.
Ball at the 26-yard line. Going to see what Murrah's got in store on this possession. 50 seconds remaining in the third. Go ahead and like this stream and share it with anybody who's interested. I know that we're at 45-0 now, but definitely share it with anybody who may be interested in watching the Bulldogs throughout this season. I think this is going to be a team to watch this year, folks. A bad snap for Murrah. He tries to dive on it. He does. Good job by Murray. He was able to dive on that one pretty well and get the ball. However, just the snap right over his head, and that football is going to be at the 10-yard line. And so with the first down to gain being at the 37, that's a long way to go. 2nd and 27 for the Murrah Mustangs. Clock dwindles down, and I think Murrah's going to let the third quarter pass on by. We're heading into one final quarter of football here. We'll have 12 straight minutes of football remaining. No stops either. That clock's going to be running. It's 45-0. The Terry Bulldogs in firm control here at Bulldog Field. Welcome back to Bulldog Field. The Bulldogs lead 45-0 as we begin the fourth quarter. Murray over on the pass to the side is going to be incomplete, bringing up a 3rd down and 27. Rough situation for the Mustangs as they're back at their own 10-yard line. The clock will run for the remainder of the ball game because if a deficit is more than 35 in the second half, the clock will run for the remainder of the ball game.
Terry just dominated altogether, from special teams all the way to defense.
Murray back to throw. He's pressured. Pass is incomplete again as he was trying to feed Atkins on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down and long. Looks like Murrah will punt the football again here. Apparently a little kid was running out on the field. He wanted to get some taste of the action here. 10.5 minutes to go here in the game. Bulldogs have put on a show for their fans here at Bulldog Field. And just like I said, 4 weeks until these fans will see them here again. Next week will be Canton. The following week will be Callaway on the road. Following week after that will be North Pike, I do believe. I think North Pike may be before Callaway, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to look back at the schedule. And then it will be Raymond here at home on September 26th. Timeout will be called by Murrah as they were a little unorganized there. That will stop the clock at 45-0. Folks, we're back here at Bulldog Field with just over 9 minutes remaining in the ball game. Little score update here from Brandon, Mississippi. The Tupelo Golden Wave extend their lead as they lead 15-7. Oh, wow. And that is just a bad long snap. It is through the uprights and everything. And that will be a safety. 2 points for the Bulldogs to add to that very inflated score. It's 47-0, and Murrah will kick the football to Terry. As the clock will continue to run. The most points that the Bulldogs have ever won a game by is 58 points. Now, I'm not sure if the Bulldogs will have enough time in this ball game to reach that mark. Last year, their biggest difference was they played Pure Academy in the second ball game of the season, and it was 57-6 was the final score. But the Bulldogs are on their way to a shutout, it appears, as Murrah will kick this football to Terry. There's the kick from Murrah. To receive is Kendrick. He's got room up the left side. He's putting on that burst of speed. He's hit out of bounds past the 30-yard line and down to what it appears to be the 29. And the Bulldogs have the ball deep in Murrah territory. Clock continues to run, 7:20 to play. It's over 7 minutes remaining. We'll see who the Bulldogs put out on the field here. Update from Clinton, 35-13 lead for the Clinton Arrows. As we're going to see yellow on the field here. Delay a game against the Bulldogs. Put them back 5 yards, first down and 15.
Got to finish the game out strong. I know you're up big, but you still got to finish strong.
There's the handoff, and it'll be wrapped up. So now in for the Bulldogs is backup quarterback number 16, Tyler Osborne, the sophomore. So they took Busby out, and they got a backup lineup in for the Terry Bulldogs now. Want to see these guys put the ball in the end zone. They're in a position where they could possibly do that. Of course, now you're looking at a second down and 15. Bulldogs in control here. And after this ball game, we'll bring you the player of the game, brought to you by the South Point Center. And I think we all know who the player of this game is going to be. But we'll tell you after the ball game's over. A couple more updates. Oak Grove Starkville, 26-23, Oak Grove in the lead. Picayune Gulfport. Gulfport holds on to a 21-16 lead in the third quarter. Osborne in the shotgun on the handoff. Here's the run here for Braylon Bonds. He got a lot of reps there in the Brookhaven preseason game. This is his first opportunity here in this ball game, as he will make it third down and 11. A gain of 4 for Bonds. Clock continues to run, 5.5 minutes to play. These Bulldogs would love to get in the end zone here. Osborne in the shotgun. Twins to the right and one to the left. Man in motion. He's going to toss it over around the edge. Going to avoid the tackler, but he will be wrapped up right there inside the 30 to the 29. A gain of 1. She'll make it, or a gain of 2, 4th and 9. He tossed that one to Caleb Banks. Got a few yards on the play. We got a Murrah Mustang down on the field. We're going to stop the clock now, it appears, at 4:47. I hope he's all right. 4th down and 9. Another update from Brandon, Mississippi. Tupelo again in the end zone for a 22-7 advantage. It looks like Tupelo, it's late in the third, so Brandon could do something, but seems like Tupelo is pulling away from Brandon there in Brandon, Mississippi. Murrah players still down now. And definitely go ahead and subscribe to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button right now. You hope he's all right. He's on his back. It appears that he is moving. He's got his hands behind his head, so I'm wondering what it is here.
Make some noise, young man. Get to his feet.
And so we see the Murrah Mustang up to his feet now. That is number 34. For the Mustangs. Isaiah Griffith, the junior. It's good to see him up and walking. Next week, Murrah will host to have their home opener, taking on Callaway, fellow JPS school. Then they will play Canton the following week, whereas Terry next week will play Canton. And then they'll play North Pike the next week, followed by Callaway the following week. Handoff from Osborne to Braylon Bonds around the left edge. He's pushing across, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at the 27. So that's a turnover on downs for the Bulldogs, and so now ball will be with Murrah. First turnover on the ball game for the Terry Bulldogs, as they've just dominated in all facets here tonight. Ball's at the 23-yard line for the Mustangs. Murray on the fake. He's going to come around the left edge. Here comes the pressure here. And he will be brought down. It'll be a loss of a couple. 3rd down is what they're saying. 3rd and 11. Clock continues to run under 3 minutes remaining in the ball game. 47-0 is the score, firmly the Bulldogs' way here tonight. Pass out to the outside to Kelly, and Kelly will be brought down there by Austin Johnson, the senior linebacker for the Bulldogs. An update from Brandon, Mississippi. The Golden Wave are piling on now. They lead 29-7 over Brandon. And so just a firm beating here Tupelo's given to them. And we're going to see the Bulldogs jump off sides, so it'll be 5 yards in the direction of Murrah here, which will bring up a 4th down and 1, it looks like. 2 minutes remaining. Mustangs would like to find something here. Pass over, short pass, 1st down. And it'll be tackled on that far sideline. Tackles made by Brycian Mosley, the junior. Clock running with 1.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. 47-0 Terry. Trips to the right and 1 to the left. Murray back to throw. He fakes the throw. He's looking for something. Pass over the top. Oh, it's right through his hands. Bryce Goodwin unable to pull that one in. Incomplete.
Terry strictly dominated this whole game.
As now we're seeing 1 minute remaining. And folks, the Bulldogs have looked good today, and we'll see how they look next week against Canton. But so far, so good. They're going to go to 1-0 on the season here. Short pass, caught in the flat. Nice move, nice juke move. Bulldogs going to bring him down right at around the 1st down marker. I think he's going to get the 1st down there for the Mustangs with 30 seconds remaining now. Canton is playing Vilma Jackson right now. We're not getting any kind of live score off of that at the moment. That's the Bulldogs' next opponent. Ball's at the 49-yard line in Terry territory, and now Murray on the scramble. He trips, he falls, ball's loose, and the Bulldogs are going to pick it up. As the time expires, and just for good measure, the Bulldogs take it away again. Brought to you by Wheeler's Janitorial. And folks, that will wrap it up. South 78 crew, holla. The Bulldogs take the win, 47-0 over the Murrah Mustangs. Folks, we appreciate you joining us. And we'll bring you the player of the game, brought to you by the South Point Center. Player of the game brought to you by the South Point Center. And you can make the guess of who that is. That is the one and only Rondé Baker. 5 touchdowns alone on the night. We are not sure of how many yards he ends up with, but what a game for Rondé Baker. And Coach, next week we're taking on Canton. What you thinking for this Bulldogs team? What's the mindset heading into that game after a 47-0 blowout win?
Heading into that game, they got to keep this mindset right here. That they play it out, play dominant, be dominant, and keep the main thing the main thing. Go in, watch the film, correct the mistakes, and just continue their culture, be a Bulldog, and continue what they do today. Keep the ball on the ground.
And we appreciate you joining us. The Terry Bulldogs win 47-0 over the Murrah Mustangs. That right there with me is Rod McGee. I'm Trellis Williams. Appreciate King Williams on the camera, as well as Nettie Williams on the production. Terry, next week we'll go to Canton to take on the Canton Tigers. That will be live right here on the TSJW Network. Whether you're joining us on YouTube or Facebook, We appreciate you joining us. If you're on YouTube, please be sure to hit that subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Like and share. And I do want to read out all our sponsors. We appreciate them for partnering with us this season. Buford Plumbing and Heating, Barnett's Body Shop, Tire Depot, Wheeler's Janitorial, The Hydra Station, Raising Cane's, Richard's Tire and Auto, The South Point Center, Good Eatin', Withers Florist, Wholesale Payments, Magnolia Mobile Pressure Washing, Boone Behavioral Health and Wellness, and Bowles Marketplace. We appreciate all our sponsors for partnering with us here. This is Terry Bulldogs Football on the TSJW Network. I'm Trellis Williams, and until next week, we out.